Are hoping to regain the House while Republicans aim to take control of the Senate. Right now, Democrats hold a one-seat majority in the upper chamber. Mississippi is home to one of the 34 Senate seats up for grabs today. Incumbent Roger Wicker hopes to fight off Democratic challenger Ty Pinkins. A win for Pinkins in that race would be a welcome surprise for Democrats. Meanwhile, in the House, Democrats are counting on Congressman Benny Thompson to regain his seat in Mississippi's 2nd District. A win for Republican nominee Ron Eller would go a long way toward helping the party strengthen its grip on the chamber in a race that they now hold a narrow 8-seat edge. And there is one name that you haven't heard as much this campaign season, and that's Congressman Michael Guest in Mississippi's congressional 3rd District. That's because he doesn't have a Democratic challenger today, so the vote count is really just a formality in that district. There are 2 other congressional races in other parts of the state today as a pair of Republicans look to hold on to their seats. In District 1 up north, Democrat Diane Dotson Black is challenging Republican Trent Kelly. And in District 4 down in southern Mississippi, Republican Mike Ezell faces Democrat Craig Elliott Raybon in his pursuit of a 2nd term. We are following both of those races as well tonight.
I have a handful of judicial races we are watching closely tonight, including the most crowded race outside of the presidential election, a seat on the Mississippi Supreme Court. Jennifer Branning, Byron Carter, Ciola James, Jim Kitchens, and Abby Robinson all running for that seat in this bipartisan race. And if no candidate wins with more than 50% of the vote, the top 2 candidates will go into a runoff election. There are 3 other Supreme Court races up for grabs today in other parts of the state. Only one of those is contested tonight. In Hinds County, we are tracking the results for Subdistrict 2, that judicial seat formerly held by the late Larita Cooper Stokes. Incumbent Peter Tawison running to keep the seat to which he was appointed against Bridget Morgan and Yemi King tonight. And there is also a Rankin County judicial seat on the ballot, which we are watching closely this evening.